want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861. Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.
This is the broadcast of News Hour on SOM TV, coming to you live from Jalingo. Follow the Pulse of the Nation on Facebook at SOM TV and watch the live stream on YouTube at SOM TV Live. This is Zainab Sali Sambo. Let's begin with the major headlines. Minister Annatu Musawa urges Nigerian women to unite and overcome divisions, stressing collective action and the need for female-friendly policies. FG shuts down 2 Ogun factories over hazardous working conditions, warning that non-compliant facilities will remain closed. Nigerian Army troops repel bandits in Lokoja, Kogi State, rescuing a kidnapped victim, neutralizing a criminal, and recovering weapon. Now the news in full. The Minister of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, Annatu Musawa, has urged Nigerian women to unite and overcome divisions that limit their political participation. Speaking at the HID Awolowo Foundation Dialogue in Ogun State, she emphasized that collective actions across parties, regions, and religions is key to breaking barriers. Dignitaries, including Senator Desi Danjuma and Deputy Governor Naimat Salako Oyodele, highlighted the need for female-friendly policies and persistent, courageous leadership to advance gender equality in politics. The federal government has ordered the closure of 2 Ogun State factories over serious breaches of occupational safety and health standards. True Metals Nigeria Limited, a battery recycling plant, and Phoenix Steel Mills Limited were shut down following an unscheduled inspection by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkeruka Onyeje-Ocha. Workers at the site faced hazardous conditions, including unprotected lead exposure, poor sanitation, and unsafe factory layouts. Onyeje-Ocha warned that non-compliant factories will remain sealed until safety standards are met. Troops of the 12th Brigade, Nigerian Army, have successfully repelled bandits and rescued a kidnapped victim in Lokoja, Kogi State. The operation, conducted along the Oshokosho-Obajana corridor, involved a special ambush by soldiers acting on credible intelligence. One bandit was neutralized, others fled, and an AK-47 rifle was recovered. The rescued victim was taken for medical attention, while follow-up operations continue to track remaining criminals, reinforcing security across the state. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma as renewed Hope Ambassador, ahead of the national rollout of the federal government's World Development Program. Uzodinma will also serve as Director General for Party Outreach and Mobilization, promoting the administration's achievements and coordinating with APC governors nationwide. The program aims to deliver micro-projects and social services to Nigerians' 8,809 wards, while reinforcing economic progress, including ease inflation, stabilized exchange rates, and rising foreign reserves. Barely a week after 38 worshippers were abducted in Eruku, Kwara State, another attack struck nearby Isapa in Ekiti local government area. On Monday evening, 20-30 armed bandits reportedly stormed the community, firing indiscriminately and abducting at least 11 residents, including a pregnant woman, 2 nursing mothers, and several children. Security forces have launched a search, but residents remain fearful as local vigilantes intensify patrols. This marks the 3rd major assault in the area within a month. President Bola Tinubu has ordered a full security cordon around forested areas in Kwara State, following a surge in kidnappings and terrorist activity. He has directed the Nigerian Air Force to widen aerial surveillance over the deepest parts of the forest, believed to be hideouts for armed groups, with orders to maintain round-the-neck monitoring and coordinate closely with ground units. The directive also extends to the Kebbi and Niger axis, while rescue operations are underway. Residents in affected communities have been urged to promptly report suspicious movement to support security efforts. Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has urged the Nigerian government to adopt non-violent strategies in addressing the country's escalating insecurity, asserting that some armed groups are willing to disarm. Speaking on Channels Television, The Morning Brief, Gumi also stated he would support calls for the release of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu if he shows genuine remorse. He cited historical precedents of presidential amnesty and emphasized the need for peace and reconciliation and non-kinetic solutions nationwide. Reports reaching us said the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, visited Kebbi following the abduction of schoolgirls at Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, Maga. He is said to meet Governor Nasir Idris and police personnel after a security briefing with President Tinubu. The visit comes amid rising abduction cases in Kebbi, Niger, and Kwara states, highlighting the urgency of coordinated measures to tackle school kidnappings in northern Nigeria. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has urged united actions to tackle Nigeria's worsening insecurity during a visit to Niger State Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago over the abduction of St. Mary's School children in Papiri. He said Niger is at the center of rising threats and confirmed that 50 children have been rescued with more tactical units deployed. Governor Bako thanked security agencies and expressed optimism that all abducted children will be recovered. The Adamawa State Police Command arrested 2 officers for allegedly firing at a civilian vehicle during a checkpoint in Jamaica. Preliminary investigations indicated the officers opened fire on a Mercedes 180 after occupants resisted a search. No injuries were reported. Commissioner Shipi Dankombo Morris ordered a full investigation, emphasizing accountability and the need for disciplinary action to maintain trust in law enforcement during routine security operations. Reports on Benue indicate that 3 suspects linked to a deadly attack on Anwule community or in Hohimini local government area were arrested. The attack killed 6 people, including a pastor. One suspect, acting as a vigilante commander, admitted supplying the weapon used under instruction from another individual. Local vigilantes assisted police in the arrest, demonstrating collaboration between communities and law enforcement to bring perpetrators to justice and restore peace in affected areas. The Southeast Caucus in Nigeria's House of Representatives has appealed to President Bola Tinubu to grant clemency to IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, recently sentenced to life imprisonment for terrorism. In a communique, 42 lawmakers emphasized that Kanu's continued detention worsens regional tensions and urged a political and humanitarian resolution under Section 175 of the Constitution. The caucus stressed that presidential pardon could ease social and economic disruptions, restore normalcy, and foster dialogue between the federal government, community leaders, and residents. The United Nations has expressed alarm over a recent surge in mass kidnappings in north-central Nigeria, urging authorities to take all lawful measures to stop the attacks and bringing perpetrators to justice. Since November 17th, at least 402 people, mostly school children, have been abducted in Niger, Kebbi, Kwara, and Borno states, with only 88 freed or escaped. The UN called for the safe return of all captives and thorough investigations, as growing insecurity has prompted school closures and heightened fears nationwide. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on Tuesday swore in Professor Rahman Tella as the resident electoral commissioner for Oyo State. INEC chairman, Professor Joash Amupitan, administered the oath, emphasizing the REC's duty to uphold integrity, professionalism, and public trust. The ceremony, held at the Commission's headquarters, forms part of the efforts to strengthen electoral administrations nationwide. Tella, a professor of strategic management, pledged to align his work with INEC's vision and ensure voters' confidence in the electoral process. The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, has urged 2025 Batch C Corps members in Rivers State to embrace the scheme's core values of integrity, patriotism, efficiency, transparency, and commitment. Speaking during the orientation course, Nafiu encouraged participants to contribute positively to national development during and after service. NYSC Rivers State Coordinator Moses Elege commended the 2,586 corps members for demonstrating discipline and dedication, highlighting the scheme's ongoing effort to instill national duty in Nigerian youth. The Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria unveiled its first batch of locally manufactured GG-103 rifles, marking a milestone in Nigeria's defense efforts. CEO Osman Chenna said nearly 1,000 rifles have been produced and passed operational tests. The upgraded AK-103 rifles are part of the DCON D7G's broader plan, including a Lagos military jetty and a target of 60 million rounds of ammunition annually, reinforcing local production and national security readiness. The National Assembly Joint Committee on Constitutional Review is advancing toward the December 2025 deadline, with the final draft of the proposed amendment to the 1999 Constitution nearing completion. Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau and House Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu confirmed deliberations have concluded, leaving only ratifications and technical adjustments. Key reforms include power devolution, fiscal federalism, state policy, electoral reforms, and women's representation. The bill now moved to 36 state assemblies for approval. Senator Sunday Marshall Katung defended his sickle cell prevention, control, and management bill, motivated by personal encounters with affected families. The bill passed its first 2 Senate readings and proposes treatment centers in all local governments. Katung also urged local drug production, praised religious genotype screening, and explained his PDP defection to back President Tinubu, citing federal development initiatives and historical neglect in Southern Kaduna, while seeking public support for effective implementation. The PDP's National Secretariat at Wadata Plaza remains sealed after clashes between rival factions, led by Turaki and Wike. National Public Secretary Ini Omomobong promised reopening soon, though Wike loyalists dismissed this, citing the Ibadan Convention as illegal. Analysts warn ongoing disputes may weaken the PDP ahead of elections. Meanwhile, Jigawa PDP's local government chairman backed Lamido, urging him to consider a new political platform amid persistent internal crisis. Plateau State launched a campaign against gender-based violence as part of the 16 days of activism. First Lady Helen Muftwang flagged off a procession in Jos, joined by officials, including Women Affairs Commissioner and representatives from NHRC, Spring and WOPI. The initiative promotes education, cultural change, and accountability, aiming to protect women and girls, support survivors, and foster a culture of peace, respect, and equality across communities in the state. Nasarawa State, in partnership with Pathfinder International Nigeria, began HPV screening for 100 women in Kwandari, Lafia local government area, marking World Cervical Cancer Day. Parents of girls aged 9 to 14 were urged to participate in vaccination programs to prevent cervical cancer. State health authorities and First Lady Silifat Abdullahi Sule highlighted the vaccine safety and the importance of parental support, reaffirming the government's commitment to women's health and preventative care across communities. In Oyo State, a man, Timothy Gilbert, is on the run after allegedly pouring acid on his girlfriend, Angela Oga, in Amufi, Ikoba, Oka local government area. Oga is reportedly in critical condition at a private hospital. Her lawyer, John Izegebe, confirmed a petition has been filed with the State Commissioner of Police, Monday Agbonika, urging urgent action to apprehend Gilbert and ensure justice, highlighting the need for rapid intervention against violent crimes. It's now time for a brief commercial break. Stay tuned for we'll return shortly.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together. Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door. It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services, endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Every
My
day.
wallet sharp. Send money, go any bank. Do all my transactions inside.
We launched Supergo yesterday in Yola. Now available in Taraba and Adamawa, and we're covering 36 states before 2026. Download Supergo today, Nigeria's first lifestyle app.
Supergo. Move, buy, pay, live.
Welcome back. Glad to have you still with us. From Kano, the European Union and partners launched the Women Venture Studio Digital Innovation Hub in Kano to empower women entrepreneurs and review the textile industry. The hub will provide digital skills, market access, and business networks while promoting circular fashion practices. Officials emphasize collaboration, resilience, and inclusive growth, highlighting Kano's textile heritage and women-led innovation as key drivers of economic development and technological advancement in the state. Report from Lagos said residents of Ikorodu and Alapere face severe water scarcity worsened by power outages and poor infrastructure. Many households relied on costly private sources such as sachet and bottled water. While some benefit from boreholes, others contend with unreliable supply and poor quality. Residents are calling for improved public water provision to ensure access to safe, affordable drinking water and daily use across Lagos mainland and surrounding communities. In Lagos mainland, local government area distributed sanitation tools, including brooms, rakes, shovels, and wheelbarrows to Community Development Association to boost hygiene. Chairman Jibril Emeligba stressed that resident participation is key to clearing refuse, removing illegal dumps, and strengthening waste management. The initiative empowers communities to take ownership of their surroundings, complementing government's effort to create safer, cleaner, and more livable neighborhoods across the council area. In Ondo, the Ondo State Police Command arrested two Adekunle Ajasin University students over an alleged conspiracy and rape of a 20-year-old fellow student. Investigations revealed the victim was drugged at a friend's home before the assault. Key evidence, including the drug-laced drink, was recovered, and suspects have confessed. Authorities emphasized continued investigation and prosecution, highlighting law enforcement's commitment to student safety and accountability in higher education institutions across the state. That is all for now. Follow us on Facebook at SomTV and subscribe on YouTube at SomTV Live for breaking news. I am Zainab Sali Sambo. Until next time, stay informed, stay vigilant, and keep watching SomTV.